Hello, everyone, and welcome to this interview with the fabulous Cindy Gosselin. Tavia and I run a beautiful container called Thrive in Your Mission, the Collective. So it's actually the Collective by Thrive in Your Mission. And we are so excited to bring on, we call her number one because she was the first person that raised her hand and said, I'm in. And she made me cry and made
Mhm.
us realize that we have something very special. And so I just want to honor her as the absolute trailblazer that she is and let her speak about her mission in her beautiful business, Choose Wellness Coaching. She's going to talk about not what she does, but why she does it, and
Mm.
tell a little bit more about, how who are you meant to serve and let those right people find you through this transmission, right? This is why we show up visible, strong, empowered, because there's certain people that need to find us. And when we do that, we get to thrive in our mission, not just survive in our mission. So Cindy, we're going to turn it over to you and ask you, first of all, what's your experience been like in this container that Tavia and I have co-created?
Yeah, well, I mean, thank you so much for that introduction. My experience has been just being amongst others that are like-minded and being supported and heard and seen. Um, as you kind of go through the course of running your own business, it can feel a bit like being an island in the middle of the ocean, and and just having others that they understand. They have their own challenges, and you can talk it out. Just having that container to be able to discuss what's present for me, what's coming up, and share our events, different things that we're working on, and just get feedback. That has been just so amazing.
Mm,
Oh, so good, so
yes.
good. And what's the best thing about being in the collective? If you were to, if somebody's on the fence, let's say, and is
Mhm.
curious, and what's in it for them, what would you say to them?
If you're looking for a community of like-minded people that are willing, able to support you in thriving, then I would say just do it. Just jump in and see what being a part of a community is all about. Because at the end of the day, being an entrepreneur and doing it on your own is not how we're meant to thrive.
Yeah,
Mm.
thank you. That's so beautifully said. I love it. I'm just going to plug in my computer because I'm running out of juice here. But I want to ask you um, um, if you have if you have the ability to do it on your own or with a community, is it worth the investment in yourself?
Oh, absolutely. I have been doing it on my own for a very long time. I have been on my own personal health journey for the last 20 years. So I have done, like, I kind of joke that I'm the transition queen, that I've constantly been doing the work of constant improvement, and it works, but it takes longer. So, there's that saying that comes to mind: if you want to go fast, go on your own, and if you want to go far, go with others.
Mm.
And this is definitely what I'm experiencing with Thrive in Your Mission, the collective, because I actually have been traveling for the last year, and I have really seen what it's like not having community around.
Mm.
And I am just so longing for that. And so having the collective has been really, really supportive, just to be seen, heard, and acknowledged for what I am doing, and support others.
Mm.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing that. So now let's dive into you. Really appreciate
Yeah.
your feedback. Um, w- just want to start off by saying, Cindy, what do you want your ideal client who is out there watching this video right now?
Mm.
What do you want them to know?
Oh my gosh, I want them to know so many things. Um, I want them to know that they're more capable than they know, that everything that they're wishing for, the life that they truly want, is possible, and that they don't have to do it alone.
That's beautiful. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. And Tavia, what would you like to ask Cindy?
Just like what makes you want to serve
Mm,
others? Why become an entrepreneur who is mission led? What is it that you want to impact in the world,
mm.
and who is it that you want to serve?
Yeah. So, let me start with why. So, why I am on the mission that I am to support others is I know I know what it's like to go it alone. I know what it's like to struggle and to suffer, and not having a good start at life and not having a support system around me was very challenging. And so, not to go into story, but I had a lot of struggle. And in my 20s, I was unwell, and I was had to find people to support me to become well again. And once I learned how to take care of myself, I wanted to help others do the same, because I recognize that we're not taught. We're not taught how to take care of ourselves. We're not taught how to eat properly, how to have good relationships, happy, healthy boundaries. We're not taught how to succeed or thrive in our life, and so many people are just getting by, barely surviving their life, and that I don't agree with. It's not what we came here to do. And unfortunately, societal norms and just all of the different conditioning that we've been through hasn't set us up for success. And um, knowing this firsthand, having to overcome so much, I just want to help people, not take 20 years to be
Mm,
finally thriving and living the life that they truly want to be living. Because I don't think it should take that long.
Mm-hmm.
that's so beautiful.
It is.
I
There was
love
another
that.
part of your question.
Oh,
Did
just
I?
yes, of course. Who do you serve? Who are your
Yeah.
people?
Hmm. So it's ever evolving as it goes, but I'm recognizing that women is who I serve. Women who are natural born givers, who maybe have stepped into roles that are in healthcare, social work, teachers, and just maybe even just mothers that have prioritized everyone else and sort of lost themselves. And maybe they're recognizing it in a way that their health is not doing so great, or they don't get out as much as they'd like to, or they don't really recognize the person that they see in the mirror, and
Yeah.
they know they want more, but they're just not sure how to get there. And so what I do with Choose Wellness Coaching is support people going from knowing to living the life they truly know that they're meant for.
Oh,
I
I love
love
that.
that. Oh,
Hmm.
I honestly, yeah, that is so important, Cindy, so needed today.
Yeah.
I'm just getting, if you were to wrap it up in one little sentence, and is there an age group of women you love to serve between what age and what age?
I think what I've noticed is women that are in and around that 30-year mark, where they feel like, oh, I'm not in my 20s anymore. I should have everything figured out.
Yeah.
And maybe they're in motherhood and not really sure their direction. So I would say in and around 30 and all the way into like early 60s.
Okay.
There seems to be that age gap seems to be where people are
Mm,
just trying to figure out, like, who am I? Where am I going? What do I want? Is this
yeah.
really what I want? You know, and asking those questions.
Yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting, that you serve depleted women in healthcare aged 35 to 65. That's what I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
right now. I don't know if you
Mm-hmm.
resonate with that, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just a quick snapshot so people can identify, yeah, I'm that person. I need to talk to Cindy, right?
Absolutely.
Because yeah, they're young enough that you know, they can hopefully learn some better habits and behaviors, let go of, you know, the old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then even women, you know, my age, like I'm going to be 64 soon, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's never too late for us either, right? So you can get the women early and you get the ones
Absolutely.
that realize it's never too late for them. But
Absolutely.
I'm seeing the word depleted women, you know, so do you resonate with that, Cindy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
In some way there's depletion, whether it's like they're depleted in their career and they're questioning whether they've chosen the right calling, um, or they're just depleted in all of the roles that they play because they wear so many hats throughout their life. Um, yeah, definitely there's some depletion there.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Yeah, and I think what happens is, you know, Tavia and I, when we come together, we sort of I forget how we describe it, Tavia, but we just channel strategy and, you know,
Mhm.
messaging to serve, you know, our beautiful collective. You're number one.
Absolutely.
So that just came through for you, and I'm glad
Mhm.
that you know, we had a chance to see this recorded. Um, but you know, Cindy, you've got right now the mic, okay? And you are speaking to the whole world, okay? And that's not to put
Mm.
pressure on you, but it's just for awareness to show you
Mhm.
how freaking powerful you are and how
Mhm.
your mission is bigger than you. And that's why you joined us.
Oh
And
yes.
you knew you needed support on that mission because
Mhm.
nobody does it by themselves. And, you know, so right now you are talking to your ideal woman, okay? And you
Mhm.
can look at her, you know, whether it's me or Tavia,
Mhm.
and just, you know, what would you say to her? And I know I asked you this earlier, but I
Yeah.
think you've gotten deeper into, you know, your why, and I want you to go even deeper. Maybe ask her a question or two. You know, what do you want her to know and answer?
Yeah, my goodness. It is going even deeper, isn't it? Um, there's a calling inside you. There's a knowing that you're meant for more, that you're meant to be more, do more, have more, make an impact on the world. There is something that has kept you going, and you know that you're meant for it, but maybe you're not sure about how to get there. And that's exactly what I do, is support people to, because you have your own answers. You know what you want in life, and I don't have your answers. I'm just there to support you with the container and ask you the questions to draw out the answers for yourself, so that way you can step more fully into who you are and who you're meant to be and what you're meant to do in this world. And that is why I do what I do, because I had a mission. I was playing small. I was not living up to my own potential. And I know what that's like. It's crushing. You're probably the kind of woman that keeps everything together, has everything going on the outside. Everybody thinks that you've got it all together. But on the inside, there's something just crushed, or just looking for more, crying out, even that that there's something more. That's the kind of women that I work with.
Mm.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. That's amazing.
Mhm.
Tavia, what else shall we ask Cindy that we haven't asked her yet to
Maybe
speak to
you
her
can
divine
share,
client?
yeah, of course, share a little bit how you serve, through your coaching. What does that look like? And, do you have something that you offer in the beginning? Do you have
Mhm.
like a program that you offer? What is it exactly that people want to
Yeah.
work with you?
Mhm. Yeah, I definitely have a process that I take people through that support you in really getting to your own values, and figuring out what's most important, because I don't know that we really do that in life. If figuring out our own values, coming back to them when we need to, when we're making big important decisions in our life, and in truly having direction. Um, I also support people with a forgiveness process, that you know our younger selves may feel let down by not taking a step or not taking a risk that we would have liked to, And we can't go forward with all of that. Um, it's quite heavy. And so doing a process to forgive yourself for maybe not having what you needed, or not having the knowledge that you have now, and being able to go forward anyway, um, and just release yourself of that guilt or shame or blame that can kind of build up over time. And what I've also found is we're so programmed to, like, our neural pathways are so programmed in the same way. And it takes a while to break those patterns. And so I have a practice, a really short, sweet practice that I bring people through to help them refocus their mind. And it's so quick, and it's something that you can do very simply. Once you learn it, you can always come back to it.
Mm,
So cool.
so powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is amazing. And then we're just going to wrap it up from there.
Yeah. Um, what I'm here to do is, and our mission is ever evolving. And I've come to realize, even for myself, what I'm here to do is lead by example, that and show what's possible. Not because I want the attention or the focus, because let me tell you, being the center of attention is not something that has come very very easily to me, or been very comfortable in over the years. But I recognize that my life, the way I've lived it, the things that I've overcome, the risks that I've taken, the way that I move forward. So many people want to do those things, but fear holds them back. And so I'm recognizing for myself that I need to let people see, just through me sharing my life and the life that I'm living, and you guys know, um, that it is possible, and that, we get the rewards when we do step into the things that scare the shit out of us, but also excite us. And and one of the things that I've done that has led me to this life is following my curiosity, saying yes to the things that light me up, and getting the rewards of living a more fulfilled life. And on that, so I after overcoming illness in my 30s, I went back to school and became a massage therapist because I really wanted to help other people. And now, once I was a massage therapist, I had time and financial freedom, and I loved it. But what was missing for me was location freedom, and just getting to live the life that I want to live. And I've now stepped into that. I'm currently in Nicaragua. I'm going to be continuing my travels into Costa Rica. And if I can, you can. And especially when you have support. And I just want to help people step into the greatest life that they've ever imagined, because you can. And I don't just know it, I live it. And I know you can live it too.
That is so beautiful. It gives me chills and tears. And that's your truth, Cindy. And this is what the world needs to hear from you. So keep on rocking it, sister. We're thrilled that you're part of the collective.
Thank you.
And we love you. And you'll
Thank
always
you.
be number one. So wishing you all the very, very best. And
Thank you so much. I appreciate the
yeah,
time that you gave me today. That's great.
you're amazing.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Take
Thank
care.
you, Cindy.
Thanks, ladies. Have a wonderful
Bye.
rest of your day.